Thanks for joining me in the studio. I just wanted to show you a little bit of the process of getting audio from this microphone to the airwaves in Townsville on the radio station. So we got a pretty sweet setup here. It's pretty much just a condenser mic hooked up by XLR to the converter box, which is converting it into USB, which plugs right into my laptop. Pretty simple. And from there I record into Adobe Audition. Just takes the sound that you're hearing right now and is a pretty simple editor. And what I'll do is pull in music beds to go under me talking and talk over it, and then export it all together. And once I've compiled all of the audio breaks that I'm gonna do, I put them into a file transferring thing, log into a computer in Townsville with using TeamViewer. So I'm on my laptop looking inside of their inside of their PC in Townsville, pull the files over, and then I pull them into the radio program and play it. And because that process takes a while, I do it the day before. So today I would be recording for tomorrow morning. And I have to compile pretty much the whole list of content, of course, because you're recording at one time. So I compile the whole list of content and then record it at once, and then chop up the bits, add the music parts together, mix it down, log into the other computer, pull the files over, and then pull them over from the files into the radio program, and then just pray that it all works the next day. Pray that it goes to air. Really interesting process. It's super cool that you can just pop it on the radio. I think it's been pretty enjoyable for the listeners. I was doing it for 2 weeks, and for the next 2 weeks I'm off, so my co-host is taking over. But I interviewed the volunteers here, like the medical professionals, the lab techs, the captain, the ship manager, the first officer of the ship, some people from, of course, different countries like Denmark and different places in PNG and Australia. But what was really fun was getting outside on the deck of the ship. I went around to different areas, like the machine which takes salt water and turns it into fresh water. It's called a desalinator. And I went with the first officer and asked him questions about different things like the life rafts and the desalinator. And he took me into the membranes of the desalinator and explained how it all worked. Super cool. And the life rafts are like these pills, these giant pills, and what they do is they like explode out, and they can hold 60 people per life raft, which is crazy. I think there's like 6 life rafts, along with 4 or 5 other like boats with motors on them, which makes me feel pretty safe being on the ship here. But that was really fun. We also went to the main anchor, and he was telling me how one time a kid was trying to climb up the main anchor, and they also had a snake come up it. It was lots of fun, and I hope that the people in Townsville enjoyed listening to the show. It's a unique experience to hear, as Townsville residents support the ship being here monetarily and just, as a community. It's I think a unique opportunity to bring them along the journey of faith in action and what they can do to help their neighbor, because Papua New Guinea is Australia's nearest international neighbor, and it's a really cool representation of being kind to your neighbor, being a good Samaritan, and putting your faith into action. So I hope you've enjoyed this explanation as well. And here's a little snippet of what I played on the radio. Thanks. I'm standing on the foxhole, the front bow of the ship right now, with the first mate of Townsville's medical ship.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Gina.
Good morning, Justice. So good to have you here.
Thank you very much. You're the first person to say that, Gina. What was it that made you decide to come up here?
As a Christian, it's important to be serving people as well as the community, and in that way bringing Christ to people.
What brings you here to PNG?
There is 2 answers to that, but the answer is God.
Captain knows how wide the ship is.
Our goal is to always have water between us and the bottom, so that's one of my strong commitments in life.
This snake just coiling up with the chain and coming up with the chain onto the ship.
You people are very kind, very awesome people, helping my people. I can't express how I feel for you people.
It's the Breakfast Show on board Townsville's medical ship.
Ooh, it's good to be alive. You're tuning in with Justice on the Brekky Show, coming to you from Townsville's medical ship for the last time. I've interviewed quite a few people on the ship, and the ship crew just wanted to say, I do hope you've enjoyed the broadcast the past couple weeks, and from everyone here in Papua New Guinea and on the ship, it's good to be alive. Have a great Friday. You're tuning in to 99.9 Live FM.